Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the ultimate kicker when you realize where you are in your life. There are several logical steps that happen in your life during the course of your life to position you where you are today. So think back. Your life today is all about how you have drawn your expectations. You expect to become something, you are there already. You change your expectations, your life has a possibility of changing with it. Now let's think about where these expectations came from. These expectations came from your thoughts. If your thoughts are completely filled with fear, agony, stress, what will be your expectation? Your expectation will automatically be filled with all of those things. But if your thoughts are geared, are controlled, are intentionally trained towards achieving the next step, then your expectations is going to change according to that. Your life is going to change according to that. Now let's take a look at the fundamental things where these thoughts are going to come from. The thoughts are going to come from series of inputs that you're exposed to. So the inputs can come from your parents. Inputs can come from your environment where your belief systems has been accumulated. Inputs can come from the videos, the audios, the teachings, all of the different subtle materials that you are being exposed to. Input can come from your friends, your co-workers, your leaders, your role models, and all of those different elements as well. So if we take care of the inputs, meaning if we read, if we watch, if we gear our mechanics surrounding by the successful people, your input is taken care. Once your input is taken care, then it will act as a refinement of your thoughts. Now your thoughts are geared towards successful people, successful action, successful activities, which will be producing the results more than what you can imagine. The thoughts will lead to higher and higher expectations. Higher and higher expectations lead you to a different lifestyle, giving you the memories and memoirs of the life that you're looking for.
So the big difference that I'm seeing from other network opportunities that I've been involved in is that they're not concerned about your personal development. Whereas here, from the leaders, from the conference, I keep hearing the same thing, that you need to be using your resources to read, study, things that are going to develop you as a person and help you to be better. Whereas other organizations that I've been involved in are just worried about what you can produce, and they're not even realizing that your personal development is directly tied in to your success. Also, the two different types of learning, that some people are studiers, other people are doers, and that we have to be able to combine both, the learning and the action. Because I think we kind of get stuck in a comfort zone of one or the other. We're doing and making all these mistakes instead of learning and correcting ourselves. Or just studying all the time and never doing anything and not taking any action. And to me, the Gokayani is action. And that's really important.
Concerned about the personal development itself, he basically just saying that starting off right off the bat, it's all about maturity versus the immature person. How the 50-year-old immature person is basically can be the same person as an 18-year-old mature person. And I've seen that already firsthand and plenty of times during my lifetime. It's just how you present yourself and how do you handle life. What is it that? What are your aspirations? What do you want to do with this life? Pretty much it's the constant, never-ending search for wisdom itself. I do at least once, or if not twice a day on my off days, I do listen to YouTube, either with Jim Rohn, it'd be some other, I just Google something that has something business related, and it just pops up, and then I'll just listen to it. If I sometimes I tend to tune off, and then I'll just replay it back again and just start all over again. But it's something that I already learned so far from my other previous network marketing business, that it's important to work on that.
Yes.
But it's how often do you do it that's going to reap the benefits itself. So it's
Absolutely.
important to always feed your mind.
Yeah.
Even though
One thing,
people
yeah.
will judge you, it's like, why are you doing that? You're getting nothing from that. Like, no, I am. And I just don't want to watch TV, and that's it.
One thing I have realized is, even if you listen to the same audio
Yeah.
again and again
You learn
and again,
something else.
you learn new meanings from it
Yeah.
Because you're changing.
because we are changing.
But there, from this same section, there are two really good quotes that I want to read. The first one was the one from Einstein that says, "We can't solve our problems using the same type of thinking we use to create them," which is why the personal development is so important, because we have to be maturing and growing and changing to be able to make better decisions, better actions, to be able to, now that we have all this great information, to utilize it, benefit from it, and not go back to where we were before we knew about it. And then you mentioned Jim Rohn, the other one is from him. Success is not something you pursue. What you pursue will elude you. Success is something you attract by the person you become. So you have to become the person that's going to attract success.
Beautiful. So even the categories of jade, pearl, sapphire, all of those things are inviting us to that level.
Right.
Because in jade, your team helps you out. You get a lot of support from other people, right?
Right.
So you can recruit the top leaders into your organization. In order for you to become pearl, you are learning and applying the leadership 101.
Right.
And going into sapphire, you are extending or expanding your leadership to a totally different level. So people who are diamonds, they have higher leadership power where they have expanded it to like nth dimension.
The other thing that's important is that we all have that same ability. Some people think, oh, that person has some special talent that makes them better suited. In our own individual, diverse way, we each have leadership potential to reach the pinnacle. We just have to tap that potential.
Correct.
So that's the other thing that in the conference, I forget who said it, but they said we all can be leaders.
That's right.
We all can be diamonds.
It's discovering a new you every time.
That's right.
This topic itself is about teamwork. Pretty much I've had some bad experiences with other companies that they call themselves a team, but really there's no leadership behind it. So basically you're left out in the dust and you really don't grow. They say, well, you need to go to San Antonio, you need to go to this event, but it's either, they don't. It's just negative to the point that it's frustrating because I'm doing my best to tap into the resources, but it's just not working well. On the other hand, on with Kayani and what I've already experienced in less than 2 weeks already, this is a real deal, and I've seen it already so far. Teamwork is evident in here, and that's why I'm following it, because the success is here, and I'm following the leaders, and I will become a leader as long as I follow the steps and continue to do it over and over again.
Did you look in the hole?
So major thing for us is duplication. So as we build our individual businesses and work together as peers and teams, we have to realize the key role that duplication plays. There's two aspects of duplication. There's the process that's done for you. It's already there, a process that we follow it each time with each person. There's no need to get creative, do anything fancy, because it's already there for you. It works, it's successful. So that's the first aspect of duplication. The second aspect is when you recruit others who are wanting to participate in the business, you're duplicating yourself. You're creating other leaders. So those are the two components of duplication, and then I'm just going to close with a quote. You don't recruit your way to diamond. You duplicate yourself to diamond. So that was Becky Bursell that shared that with us, and it was really key, because you may think that you get all these people and then you're going to be diamond. Oh no, you have to be following the system, and that's very important.
And that forms a foundational step for your time and financial freedom.
Correct.
Because you have to duplicate your leadership abilities and enhanced abilities with your leaders.
Each part of the team.
Each member that you bring on board, the leadership of them has to be enhanced with everything that you have gathered and giving them the opportunity to learn.
Exactly.
So when their leadership goes to a different level, the organization goes to a different level. So you get your time freedom and financial freedom from duplication. You want to add anything from the duplication perspective?
She basically just okay. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my direct experience with duplication itself, concerning with my current job right now, or should I say what I do for a living. I am a licensed massage therapist. Just a couple of minutes ago, I was checking my phone that I have missed a lot of notifications as to some clients who are not able to get a session from me because I'm not in Houston, I'm in Orlando. So I already have given them notice that I wasn't going to be there, but still they're giving me notification because those are my clients and they're looking for me. But the skills that they're looking for another therapist, they don't have what I have, which is kind of important as to so I can market myself as different, but at the same time, how can they still get the same thing, the same experience? Because you have to go ahead and train that person the way that you do your own service as well, because it has to be consistent. So that's what I've learned.